Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Ayo Tunde Balogun. Coming up on the program, Lagos enrolled beneficiaries into Ilera Eco Health Scheme, Lagos takes lead in technology startups, and fire management meeting holds in Lagos. Let's get started with health matters. The Lagos State government has enrolled beneficiaries of the Mother, Infant and Child Development Program into the state health insurance scheme called Ilera Eco. Now, the special advisor to the governor on civic engagement, Adiremi Adebowale, who is in charge of the initiative, says the program is aimed at providing affordable healthcare services to nursing and pregnant women in Lagos State. Take a look.
September last year, the Lagos State government launched a comprehensive nutritional program called Mother, Infant and Child Initiative to address nutritional needs of pregnant women and also tackle cognitive and learning disabilities in newborns.
Economic growth, reform and Nigerian investors who have established their presence in the city. It is also contributing to much-needed infrastructural development.
These are MICHD, mother and child. You can see that some of them are still having their bouncing babies with them, all of them. They're all lovely children. I've gone to see each and every one of them. I think they deserve a round of applause. They are the reasons why we've been here. The Mother, Infant and Child MICHD program being launched here is not just to serve as an integral part of our plan to improve maternal and child condition, but it's also to speak greatly to our desire to protect the well-being and the right of our women and the children in Lagos.
7 months later, the Office of the Civic Engagement, State Health Management Agency and other stakeholders engaged 570 beneficiaries of the second phase of the Mother, Infant and Child Development Program. The special advisor to the governor on civic engagement explains what the nursing and expectant mothers stand to benefit.
This engagement from us is coming on the eve of the conclusion of the preliminary and research phase of the MICHD program and in commencement of the launch phase, where another 570 indigent pregnant women have been carefully selected from the 20 LGAs and 37 LCDAs in Lagos State to be given a food pack and the necessary support that they need throughout their pregnancy. Today's engagement avails us the opportunity to meet with the first 570 beneficiaries and their babies delivered during the research phase, which was in the year 2021, as they will be enrolled in the Lagos State Health Insurance Scheme, Ilera Eco. Dr. Samba, thank you very much for this opportunity. The enrollment of these babies on the insurance scheme is to ensure the mothers and their babies remains healthy. I sincerely welcome them on board and I congratulate them. As all is set for the rollout for the significant launch phase of the audacious program, this forum is therefore a bold attempt to chart a veritable course of decisive action that will make the phase a resounding success and a sustainable one. At this juncture, it is imperative for all of us to jointly and severally come together to clearly spell out everyone's role in this all-important project. I am convinced that in cooperation and togetherness, success is assured.
Representing the State Commissioner for Health is Dr. Olamide Okulaja from the Ministry of Health, and he reads a speech.
The Mother, Infant and Child Development Program was designed to cut across several aspects of the state's themes agenda, which also mirrors critical aspects of the state society and includes health and environment, education and technology, security and governance, and making Lagos State a 21st century city. This program ensures adequate growth and development support from birth to infancy, to adolescence and adulthood, while also providing nutritional support to indigent pregnant women. The idea is to ensure that the Lagos State government can fulfill critical clauses in its social contract with its people through this single initiative by following them from birth to infancy and to childhood and then to adolescence. If well put together, this initiative will ensure that we have balanced citizens who are productive members of a society in which we can all thrive economically in a safe and secure environment. For this to happen, this program focuses on three main tenets. The first tenet is family planning. And why do we say family planning? Because it is important that the body of a woman is a safe haven for that child to develop in. If a woman is having children back to back, then it does not enable her body to recover. One of the things that we men take for granted is that childbirth is an easy process. It is not. It is a human being that is growing on you and in fact taking away from you. So it is important that the body recovers before another human being comes in. If we do not give that situation an opportunity, then the next baby that comes in does not have the opportunity to derive as much as the last child that came in. So that is why one of the tenets of this program is family planning. Another tenet is health insurance and sustainability. And based on the magnanimity of Mr. Governor, who has facilitated the access to quality healthcare services through the LASG scheme, women will have the ability to deliver in a safe and conducive environment with specialized care.
The agency, saddled with the responsibility of implementing the state health insurance scheme, LASG, encouraged the beneficiaries to utilize the care package provided for them.
Women and children are vital to the development and future of every nation on earth. Therefore, they need to be healthy, they need to be productive and attain their full potential because we are mothers of the future. Are we not? Exactly. This aligns with the mandate of the Lagos State Health Management Agency. We are responsible for implementing the state social health insurance plan, which is also called what? Ilera Eko. Ilera Eko is a core responsibility for the agency. And one of the things that we are supposed to do, apart from ensuring that we provide access to quality and accessible health care to indigenous people of Lagos State, we are also to take care of those that cannot take care of themselves. As such, we were very excited when we first learned about this program, and we are collaborating fully with OCE to implement this program. To this end, all the mothers in the room today are going to become beneficiaries under the Ilera Eko scheme. Please clap for our governor. The welfare of those that are vulnerable is so important to him that he has set aside a percentage of the Consolidated Revenue Fund to take care of people like us. Therefore, if you have not signed, please go to the back and ensure that they register you and you give them all the information so that you can start enjoying access to this from next month.
Partners assure the state government of their support.
This is a very, very important aspect of our society, particularly when we look around all over Nigeria. The maternity mortality is so high. In the south, it varies from 20 to 25%, and in the north, it is more than 35 to 40%. So when this is a situation is prevailing in this country, this particular initiative will go a long way to take care of the mothers, infants, and child care. Once the child care is taken care of, we are sure that we will have a good future generation in this country to take care of the affairs of this country. So it's a very laudable program, and Java group of companies will certainly partner with this initiative, and we will certainly contribute as much as possible for the success of this program.
Given the indices as it pertains to mother and infant related issues and mortality rates, there's no better time than now and platform than this aimed at combating and drastically reducing the effects of child and mother mortality rates in our beloved state and our nation. Our women and children remain some of the most vulnerable subsegments of society and must remain a key focus for support. And that's why at Alara City, our partnership with the MICHD program is in close alignment with our CSR pillars of community and health, and contributing our quota towards ensuring that long-term benefits along these two lines are delivered to our host communities on an ongoing basis, in the process transforming lives.
The MICHD program is a component of the Womb to School initiative geared towards making Lagos safe for all. And this is coming from the special advisor to the governor on civic engagement.
The expectations from our mothers to make sure that they raise these children to be responsible citizens is to make sure they don't become hoodlums, is to make sure that they don't do drugs, is to make sure that whatever it's assistance that they need from the state government, they come to us, and whatever we can do as government, we will do it. But most importantly, to raise a civically responsible child, a civically responsible citizen that again will contribute positively to the economy, to the safety and security of our state and of Nigeria. If you look at this initiative, it's actually a 5-pillar initiative. It's called Womb to School initiative, wherein the mother, infant and child development is the first pillar. The second one is the snacks for thought, which we did in Lagos Island. The third one is the ideal child. The fourth one is the girl boy child. And the fifth one is Tranquil Lagos Home. All these are geared towards preventive security, and at one stage, by the time we get to Tranquil Lagos, you are looking at curative security. Everything to still make sure we have a safe and secure Lagos state.
John Omotayo Oluwadare.
The Ilera Eco Healthcare Plan is a full bouquet for nursing and expectant mothers.
The benefit package contains most of the things that you go to a hospital for 80% of the time. Things like febrile illnesses, you have an upper respiratory tract infection, you have minor issues. You go to the hospital, you will access care. Also, we also have non-communicable diseases. So if you're hypertensive, you're diabetic, you're a sickler, you have asthma, you can access care under Ilera Eco. We have surgeries, so appendectomy, herniorrhaphy, etc. is also under the scheme. For mothers especially, we are very interested in that. So we do antenatal care, we deliver, including cesarean section, is also free under this scheme. If she needs a blood transfusion, it's free. Emergency services is also accessible. You can do your x-rays, you can have lab tests, all these things are also under the scheme. You can even get admitted. So for 15 days out of the year, you have access to admission and you'll be able to feed. We give you glasses. You can see the dentists. You can have consultations, up to 4 different specialist consultants in a year, and so on and so forth. So as you can see, the bouquet is quite substantial, even for the small amounts that we are providing. And that is simply because our governor is a benevolent governor, and he's heavily subsidizing this plan for the benefit of the masses.
Òun mo fi ṣọmọ gẹ́gẹ́ tèmi yé mi nítorí bóyá mo bá jìnnà kó má jó mi lẹ́nu o. Báyà wọ́n bá wọlé kó má lé mi síta o. Òun mo fi ṣoyún gẹ́gẹ́ tèmi yé mi.
As the second phase of the Mother, Infant and Child Development Program kicks off, the Lagos State government says nutritional food packs and supplements will be distributed to pregnant women across all local government areas of the state.
From health to technology, the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, says the state is leading in technology startups in West Africa. The governor made this comment at the launch of the Mainone MDXI new data center in Victoria Island, Lagos. It says that the administration will continue to support and design policies to help in creating an enabling environment for businesses to thrive in the state.
Lagos is the commercial center of the country. The state government is constantly making efforts to make the city livable for residents. And one of such investment is the fiber optic cables laid on major roads and some streets in various parts of the state. According to the Lagos State government, the goal is to unify the state's fiber infrastructure into a single cable duct that will be beneficial to all. While this is ongoing, the state is also creating an enabling environment for tech entrepreneurs, which is why Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is backing up the launch of Mainone MD11 New Data Center in Victoria Island, Lagos. The governor applauds the initiative and welcomes more investors.
In recent years, Lagos has become the leading destination for technology startups investment in the whole of Africa. In addition to being the largest subnational economy in Africa, Lagos is now home, we believe, to all of the tech startups. We've seen unicorn companies, fintech companies like Paystack, a local company, Florawiz, Andela, Intersuite, amongst many very successful local but now global names. We're also leading global city on e-commerce and retail technology, transporting technology and education technology according to Global Startups Ecosystem Index. On our part as a government, we're ensuring that our policies are designed to support private investments and create an unending opportunity for entrepreneurs like yourselves, for investors like yourselves, and we're putting our own skin in the game. We have reached an advanced stage of the completion of our 3,000-kilometer phase 1 rollout of our terrestrial fiber across the state. That's just the first phase of it. The second phase is another 3,000 kilometer. The whole idea is to grid the entire and build that infrastructure so that the likes of you can just plug and play and have. We are also aware that Mainone has similar network infrastructure, over 1,000 kilometers in various parts of the state. And like Ms. Opeke also said, we're working with global players, Mainone and others to develop, our own cluster campus, what we call a KITE, Knowledge Innovation Technology Enterprise in Yaba, which will be in our own Silicon Valley. We're talking with big players, all of the names I've mentioned are truly interested in it.
The managing director of Mainone MDX1 says the new facility is a hub of digital economy that will be replicated in other parts of the country.
This facility is a hub of the digital economy of West Africa. All telecommunications companies are connected. A lot of major institutions are providing services, critical services, all over West Africa from this facility. And with Equinix becoming our parent company, we're poised to make a lot more investment to put Lagos on the map as a pair to other global cities, London, Helsinki, Amsterdam, in terms of data and connectivity. And that's what this represents today. We're starting in Lagos. We also have plans for Port Harcourt, and we also have a presence already in Abuja. So we're looking to replicate and extend our services to other parts of the country. But even all those other parts of the country come to Lagos for their content and for access to the international cables that are coming through the sea. So Lagos is the epicenter of technology.
The state government says the data center will also create job opportunities for youths in the state.
We're truly, really excited. We're excited for several reasons. One, that indeed this is a clear case of foreign direct investment. We're happy with Equinox for taking, this very bold initiative. This is their first investment in Africa, and they've chosen Lagos, Nigeria, as that destination. And so what that does for Mainone and for Equinox is that this facility has propelled them to launch, as a global player in the tech industry, right? All of the big names you can imagine, both locally and internationally, can be their customers at this facility and its technology. So what is the benefit for us? We've seen we've gone around, jobs are being created. Nigeria and Lagos remain in the tech global markets, in the map of the global space as a destination of choice where investors, where technology experts see, as a place to be. And so we're happy with those investments. We're happy with what we're about. And so for us as a government is continue to provide an enabling environment for businesses to continue to thrive, both an international business and a local business, and their partnership to continue to do well. And so what are the things we're meant to do? Apart from just lip services, we need to deliberately be able to listen to them, know what their needs are, know what government can help them with in terms of policies, and their yearnings, so that they can do what they know very best, which is investment, which is provide opportunity for all of us. This is where we have the largest youth population. So what you see here is that traffic on telecommunications, traffic within your banking space, traffic within content, Nollywood, Hollywood, all of those things you're having on your phone. This kind of investment are help to reduce the costs, at the end of the day.
Tech entrepreneurs and other residents of Lagos have been advised to make good use of the data center and create more solutions to everyday problems.
And the final segment of the program is on curbing fire incidents. Fire experts in Lagos are appealing to government at the state and federal level to come up with better measures of combating high-rise building fires. This was echoed during a stakeholders meeting on fire management in Victoria Island, Lagos. While this appeal was made at the conference, the director of Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service, Margaret Adeshaya, says fire safety management is a responsibility of all citizens that must be taken seriously.
In less than 4 weeks, Lagos State has experienced a series of fire incidents. One of such is the Akwangwa Market fire, which damaged a section of the Eco Bridge. A plank market at Ogba was also gutted by fire on Sunday, April the 3rd. And one of the buildings of the Lagos Homes Estate in Ogba also took a hit from an inferno on March the 21st, all in less than a month. How best to manage the issue of fire incidents, particularly tall buildings, is the reason for this gathering between the Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service, the Federal Fire Service, Safety Commission, emergency responders, and other concerned bodies.
We discovered that before now, we are more small firefighters rather than fire prevention. We are more in firefighting, going for firefighting every now and then. We now look into it. The best fire force is the one prevented. How can we achieve this? That is when we start putting more effort to ensure, with the backup of Mr. Governor, to give us what is expected of him, of government, to make sure we function as a fire prevention service, as a fire prevention officer. This has helped us a lot. We have radio programs, we have television programs, we have a department called Fire Prevention Department that goes out on daily basis to ensure fire prevention and safety. It is much more than firefighting in Lagos. In Lagos State Fire Service, we have 4 area ladders. As I said earlier, they were grounded, but now they have been revived. 4 area ladders that can work at 25-story building. And among the new truck we are expecting, we have a brand new one coming with the new fire engine that are coming before the ending of this month. Of course, to cater for the firefighting at high-rise building.
This conference presents the most needed intervention mechanism for high-rise building inferno.
When you say a construction is sustainable, that means you start from the beginning, from the design, not from when you finish building a house. And you build a high-rise, you never bring fire service to come and assess the same high-rise and give you advice, which you're supposed to have done from the beginning. Now, all high-rise buildings in Lagos, there's need for them to invite fire experts, fire service to come and check before incidents happen. We don't need to be people that cry after there is a problem. We need to start thinking now.
And others call for collaborative efforts between the Lagos and Federal Fire Service in tackling fire outbreaks.
The first thing that the government needs to do, number one, is ask for something what we call safety in design. Anytime anybody is doing any tall building, even 1 story, 2 story, doesn't matter, they need to have like, who are the people that understand safety in design? So what are we looking for? How do we prevent the fire so in case it happens? 1. 2, how do we, when the time for, when the business has been completed and we're having the facility management there, how do they work safely? You understand my point? Then to actually more sensitization into like to people who are actually living there, how to use fire extinguisher, how to be able to control it, and to be able to have what we call a driveway where at least in case fire service come, how they're going to do their job well. So what type of equipment do we have? See, as I said, we're having all this sort of building. Do we have enough, like you put your machine down and can be able to at the same time shoot up to the roof of whatever story building that we have? Those are things that needs to be done. But the physical planning needs to do their job very, very well. Because number one, the owner will be affected, engineers will be affected, and the people that are going to put their money down for that building to be built, they will be affected. So it's everybody's stakeholders meeting that needs to be called on this issue.
Look at the Lagos, fire service. We have the state, we have the federal. They will tell you, no, we are the one that is working here. You cannot come here. There's no collaboration. We need serious collaboration.
Hopefully, deliberations at this conference will come up with viable options for managing fire incidents, especially in high-rise buildings.
And this is where we call it today on this week's edition of Dateline Lagos. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'm Ayo Tunde Balogun. Until next time, please stay safe.